Day 3 of Road to the Planche. So today was rough, easily the hardest session so far, which is to be expected. I mean, I reduced my rest time from 1 minute to 45 seconds, and honestly, I didn't expect 15 seconds to make such a big difference, but it did. My performance dropped a lot compared to like my previous sessions. When I was resting for a full minute in my last session, my loss set was actually my strongest, but today I was struggling like the whole way through. Also, quick note, this is technically like my fifth training session. I just didn't film like my fourth session because I was short on time and needed to get through my full workout. Filming takes time, and planche training isn't the only thing that I'm doing. Planche training is just the first bit of training that I do before I continue with the rest of my workout. So for context, I did two sessions with 1 minute of rest. My third training session and my fourth training session was with 1 minute of rest, and then training session number one and training session number two was with 90 seconds. Now I'm on my fifth session using 45 seconds. And y'all, it was tough. On the first set, I was still warming up. My shoulders didn't feel fully ready, and I could feel some pressure building. I still managed to get into a full handstand, but after that, it got harder. As the sets went on, I wasn't even reaching like full handstand anymore. I was stopping somewhere between a 45-degree angle and vertical. You'll notice that in the video. I just couldn't fully lock it out. Also, I'm really sorry about the lighting. The gym is under construction right now, the gym that I usually go to, so I had to come to this gym, and the lighting is not great. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty tough session, but still making progress. I mean, the fact that I was able to do 7 sets of 1 with such a little amount of rest is progress in my book. And now I'm going to be taking about 5 days off, a deload to recover properly. After that, I'll increase the volume from 7 sets to 13 sets. More volume, more practice, more skill gain. You know how it is. I prefer taking like full rest days instead of like the traditional deload, because for me it allows me to push volume higher afterward and progress faster. Instead of going from like 7 sets to 10 sets, I can go from 7 sets to 13 without any issues. Also, I'm keeping things simple. I'm focusing mainly on handstand press ups. Last time I got close to a full planche, and that's literally all I did. No complicated routines, no 10 different exercises that you'll probably see in a lot of these planche tutorial videos. I mean, I watched one recently, and it just overwhelmed me with the amount of exercises this guy said that, yeah, you should do this, you should do that. It was like, whoa, how is anyone really supposed to obtain a planche when it's so complicated? They're overcomplicating it, honestly, in my book. My experience, I just needed to master like one movement, the handstand press up, and that worked for me. And then moved to straddle press up, and then straddle planche press up. That's how I got to the point where I could press from a straddle planche into a handstand. So I'm going back to the approach. Anyway, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want tips or advice, feel free to reach out. Until then, see you next.